Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and I'm so excited that you guys are on my channel. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about how I feel from all the messages that you guys have been sending my way that we have this thing as INFJs that we want to change people. We feel or we think in our heads that we know what's best for these people. We think or feel in our heads that we know better. I know what's best for this person. I know better. I can fix them. If they would just listen to me, then they would have the best life ever, right? Of course, we don't listen to our own advice. So, I don't know how that works. But we have this inclination. We have this thing, this desire to fix the world. We believe ourselves to be saviors. Even Jesus Christ, I don't think, was as bad as an INFJ. Or maybe Jesus Christ was an INFJ. Was he? Maybe. Anyways, so a lot of you guys always message me saying, this person is so annoying. I wish they would just listen to what I tell them to do, and they don't, and it really frustrates me, or it really infuriates me, or I get really angry about it, and why can't they just listen, and why does it bother me so much? And I always have the same thing to say about all of this stuff. And I'm not saying that I wasn't like this when I was younger. Oh boy, I was like crazy, and if someone didn't listen to me, and I knew that this is the right advice for them. Are you stupid? I know I'm telling you the right thing to do. Why aren't you doing it? For God's sake, right? So obviously, I had those thoughts as well. But the more I learn about Stoicism, the more I meditate, the more I do all the different things that I do in my life, the more I realize that you cannot change someone else, no matter how hard you try. The only thing you can change is yourself. And even that is really, 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 really difficult, right? The only thing that you can change are your choices and your perceptions about the things that are going on around you, your belief systems, right? But you cannot change someone else. You cannot change their belief systems. You cannot change them in any way. And you can definitely not change their habits. So if you think that they're annoying in some way, then all you should really be doing is either accepting them for who they are or running away. Because those are the only two options, because you're not going to be able to change them. Now, I'm kind of going through this time right now in my life where my parents, because of, certain habits that they have, or perhaps the fact that they have a lot of stress in their life, or they take on a lot of stress in their life, that they have stressful life, whatever it might be, they've had a couple of heart surgeries, right? Which is nowadays not such a big deal, right? When I say, oh my God, my parents had heart surgery, I think about it. When I say it in my head, it feels like a big deal. But when I think about it in logical terms, hundreds and thousands of people get their heart surgeries done every single week, probably, or a month, right? So it's not a big deal really anymore. And it's a good thing. I'm lucky enough to live in a country where the technology is so great and the hospital system is so great that they got in, and in a week later they had the surgery and they were out, right? So that's great. But my inclination is, just change all your habits. So I want to come in, I want to change all their habits. I want to get them to do this, do that. Let's start meditating. Let's start eating this. Let's stop eating that. Let's go for a run. Let's go do some yoga. Let's start drinking some spirulina smoothies. Let's do this and that, right? And so I want to come in and, like a drill sergeant, change all of their habits. I want to come in and, like a drill sergeant, like a mad drill sergeant, like a crazy one, ask them to do all of these different things that they're not used to doing, that they would never even imagine doing, that they would not think about doing and wanted to do, right? They don't want to do all this stuff. They really don't want to think about it. They just want to take pills and feel better, or hopefully feel better. Now, I could come in and think to myself, God, they're so stupid and they have no idea what they're doing. If they just listened to me, they would have a long, long life ahead of them. I've been telling them to meditate and do yoga and all that stuff for a long time. So, it is a losing battle for sure. But what I do now with them is that, I just teach them through practice. So what I just do is I just do my own thing. I meditate every single day, and I do yoga, and I eat healthy. And through my own example, I show them how they can live their lives as well. Now, they've noticed how much I have changed because of the practices that I've taken on. And so because of that, they are coming to me and saying, I want to start meditating as well. Can we meditate together in the morning? Or I want to do this as well. Can we do this together in the morning, or here or there, right? So they're the ones who are coming to me and asking me to help them build these amazing habits into their life, which is absolutely the way I want it to be. Because if they are willing to make those changes, if it's coming from within them, then they're more likely to stick to it and more likely to actually do it. If I force them to do it, if I force them to do something that they really don't feel like doing, or it doesn't come from within them, then maybe they'll do it for a couple of days, but then they'll resent me for it, and they might not stick with it, right? Even though my intentions and my intention for them is just, they're all good. I want them to be healthy and happy. So this is what I tell everyone who messages me, because as an INFJ, we have this, as I said, savior complex. We have this innate desire, or this thing which tells us that we have the weight of the world on our shoulder. We want to save everyone. We want to fix everyone. We want to make sure that everyone is healthy and happy. It's not possible. I mean, it's actually impossible to do that. And if you are trying to do that, and if you say to yourself, I'm never going to be happy until I'm able to get to that point, then basically you're setting yourself up for a life of unhappiness. I always tell myself that I can do something small every single day to help someone else. Something really, really tiny. It doesn't have to be something huge. I don't have to change the world. I don't have to eliminate world hunger or bring in world peace or anything like that. I don't have to do anything major. But what my thing with being an INFJ, the best INFJ possible, is that I try to do something small, some positive change every single day in the world. Now, it might be very small that, I just help my parents meditate once a day, or I reply to some message that you guys send me and I'm able to help you feel a little bit better, or whatever it might be. But I don't try to make myself feel worse by making huge goals for myself and not being able to accomplish them, and then feeling terrible, and then ending up not doing anything, because that's what we do as INFJs. And I know I did that a lot in the past, where I would set these huge goals for myself. I want to give $10,000 every single day away, and I want to build 3,000 schools. And I'm just exaggerating, but those are the kind of random goals that I would set up for myself. And then I'd work at it for a month or two and realize I'm never going to be able to achieve it, or even for a week or two, or even a day or two, and realize I'm never going to be able to achieve it. Then I'll go into this slump of depression, or the spiral of shame because I can't achieve it. And then I'd hate myself, and then end up binge watching TV because I'm not actually able to accomplish my goal. So instead of doing something small, I would do nothing. All right. And so what a waste is that, right? I would rather do something small every single day, some positive change every single day for the rest of my life, than get into that spiral of feeling like I'm useless and then do nothing for the rest of my life. Right? So I really want you guys as INFJs to realize that it's not all or nothing. It's actually small somethings, right? It's very, very small somethings. And so if all of us started doing something small every single day in order to make the world a better place, instead of going into that spiral of depression and thinking one person doesn't matter, then I think the world would be a much better place, because everyone is doing something small to make the world a better place, right? Instead, what we do as human beings, and especially as INFJs, is that we try to do something really big, because of course only big things matter in the society that we live in. And then we don't achieve that big thing because it's hard, because it takes time to build things up. And then we don't do anything at all. We go and binge watch Netflix, and instead of doing even something small, we do nothing. And then we hate ourselves, right? I don't want you guys to hate yourself, obviously, and I don't want you guys to do nothing. I want you to do something. And so the reason I'm doing this video is to remind you guys that even the small somethings matter, as long as they're consistent over a long period of time. Even if you save one leaf, or even if you save one puppy, or even if you save one human being over your lifetime, that is a huge change that you've inculcated. And if you can kind of keep that going over your lifetime, so that you save maybe 10 or 15 or 30 people or whatever it might be, then that's even better, right? It's so much better saving 30 or 50 people than saving none. Because you're like, oh, I'm going to save 10,000 people, but then you don't, and then you hate yourself, and then you stop doing anything at all, right? Whereas if you're like, I'm just going to do something small, and you save one person in your lifetime, even that one person is a big deal. It's a big deal. And so I really want you guys to understand this theory, and I want you guys to use it. I really want you guys to stop going into that spiral of I'm useless and nothing I do is useful and I'm just one human being, and just do something small. It would be very easy for me to think to myself, well, I don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers and I'm not really making an impact on a lot of people, so why bother? But it really matters to me when even one person messages me every single day saying, you know, I really love your videos, they've really helped me. Just those 2 sentences, I know that I'm doing the right thing. Even just those 2 sentences. And every single day when I hear from you guys and you feel a little bit less alone, it makes me feel like I'm doing my job right? And so am I doing a huge thing? Am I changing the world in a huge manner? No, but I'm doing my little bit, right? So that when I die, I know that I've done my little bit. I have not wasted my life pretending like I was going to do something big, but ending up doing nothing, right? I hope this makes sense to you guys. I really wanted to share this with you guys because I've been seeing a lot of this apathetic behavior in the world, and it really irks me because why does it have to be all or nothing? Why does it have to be 10,000 people or nothing? You know, why? Why can't it just be 1 or 2 or 10 or 15? Even that is a big deal. If you just say one person in your lifetime, I think that would be better than all those people who do nothing with their life, right? So again, I hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope I've been able to explain myself to you. If you guys have any questions at all my contact information is in the description below. So you can message me anytime, email me, Facebook me, whatever you guys want. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.